Welcome to another episode of The Search for Mighty Max. As you can see from my t-shirt, we're going to be doing something a little bit different today. I found some Zelda stuff that fits in with the criteria of collectibles and action figures and little things like that. So, without further ado, let's just get into it. I had these two figures already, and I know the amiibos are maybe starting to segue more into video game territory. But who knows, maybe eventually we'll get there. So for right now, I found these, I didn't find these, I had these. Both of these Breath of the Wild figures were very cool, and I got them, and that kind of introduced me to the world of amiibos. They're incredibly expensive, so I'm kind of worried about going down that line, but they are very cool, just the molds and what they look like. And then also they have an electronic component to them. You can do some stuff in the video games. So I found this one to add it to the amiibo collection because it really wasn't that expensive. But you know how I am with these cardbacks. I freaking hate cardbacks. And particularly with this one, it's already starting to kind of come off, you can see. And I think the home that this came from, I think they might have been a smoker or something, because it's kind of, it just seems kind of oily, like when you move out of an apartment. And it's like bleeding from the walls because the last tenant was a smoker. So nasty. So I'm going to do what I always do with these. I'm going to open this up. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Whoop-ah! I'm probably not even going to keep this cardboard either. It is so, it feels just so, I swear to God it smells like smoke. When this came in, I had Dad smell it and I was like, does this smell like, what is this? And he's like, I think that came from somebody who smoked. So Dad confirmed. This is some nasty cardback, and we getting this cardboard out of here. So nasty. It's really unfortunate, right? With all these different toys and the way they're packaged, and how people take care of them or they don't. But the figure's fine because it's in this plastic thing. Be free! How do I make sure that I don't break you? There we go. Damn, this one's cool. Alright, so now we got this one from Skyward Sword. So now I have a total of 3. See if I can find some more. Like I said, though, they go for a lot, especially the Zelda ones. I think people know that they're dope, and they just keep selling for the same prices. They don't go down. But now I got 3. Very, very finely detailed. And I like the Skyward Sword game. And apparently this has a really cool feature in the game, too. And then these are cool. So sweet, and I think I just want to have them kind of on the table when I go to this next thing. Get in frame. Alright, yeah, this. Let's see, what do I need to keep? Maybe this to keep it safe. But this, nah. Gross. Alright, can I have these hang out over here maybe? Yeah, so I'm going to go through its... Actually, let me introduce what I'm going to show you first. And I'll explain why the cameras are switched. So I found a whole box of World of Nintendo Microland stuff. Pretty good deal, and I was like, I'm getting all of that. So, I'm just going to go through this box and kind of piece it all together. These are all the little figures. So actually, when they came to me, they were in this tin. And this tin is for like mints. So I had to clean them. So I'm just going to do a quick cutaway right now to show you the cleaning process, because I did do some footage for that earlier. And here we go. now we're back, because I just edited that, and now I can keep saying what I'm saying here. So these are all the figures. And then here's everything that I got inside the box. So here's some of the Mario pieces, another Mario piece, Zelda piece, make enough room for all of this. Boom. All right, that's everything. Everything in the box. So apparently there's a lot more of this stuff, but this was a good kind of introduction to it. There's that cool little mint controller. The figures for this are so little. So micro, you might say. There's the little Link. And then that's how big it is compared to this dude. So you can see how they kind of they fit in there for sure. So this whole thing was full of a bunch of them. And then I ordered a couple more of the Zelda ones. Because they didn't make too many of these, they just didn't sell, or who knows why. Alright, so let's see. I know these all kind of go together some way. Like this one has a door. That's part of the Zelda one. Alright. So these must go together like that. Alright, I see the walkway. See? So it's gotta go like that, right? With the walkway? Alright, that's together. Let's see. I know these Mario ones, I'm sure there's different things that go together, but I don't really know which ones. So maybe we'll just stick them together and figure it out later. Yes, they all kind of have some extra things that. Oh wait, this should probably go like backwards, right? Like that, so you can't see the little switch, and then your little flower thing comes up and bites you. Put this thing right next to the flower. Oh no, let's put it next to these things. So then you jump over that, and you jump. Boom, like that. That's how we do it. Alright, and I got a little Mario figure. Hey, focus. So he can jump on this. Ba-doing! 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 Boop! Boop! Or whatever the fucking noise is. Alright, so I'll show you each one of those figures after I piece these things together. This has just been a whole box of stuff, and I've been wanting to kind of put it together. So there's 3 in a set. Like I said, these Mario ones I don't really know, so I'm just kind of guessing. Wait, is there a path for this one too? I see it. Kind of lines up, but not really. And some grass. Alright, so these are pretty easy because this is the 3 yellow floored ones. So those will go together. Put those there. Alright, so I do have 2 extra pieces, and I do know why this is, so I'll explain to you in a minute. I did do my homework for this, so I know what these things are all about. let's see. Just randomly, we'll put this over here. That's fine. Now you know there's a figure that goes in there. Let's put these all together. There we go. Alright, that's all the pieces all together. Let's put them all in frame. There we go, cool. Alright, so I'm going to do each one of these action figure little things, these little micro figures, one by one, and I'm going to stick them on here. Because that's what I've been wanting to do since I got them. So this one is a fighting Link. Goes here? Maybe? Oh, that's right. Each one of these packs came with a figure, and then there was little figure packs that came in packs of 3. So I think that was one of the packs of 3, because it actually comes with Chillin' Link. That's his name, Chillin' Link. So he's over here just chillin', laying down, doing whatever. Fighting Link. Alright, wait a minute. Alright, Princess Peach. Princess Peach goes, I don't know, here. Alright, the Mario Brothers. Mario and Luigi. Come on top. Alright, where's that little guy? This guy? I like this guy. The little gopher. Ha! So gopher guy goes up in here. Mario, why? Mario! Alright. Let's see. We got a Ganon figure. He's little Ganon. So he goes with his Ganon set. We got Tetra, who we learn later is Zelda. So she goes in her little thing here. Ah, bro, come on. Just want you to stand up in your playset. That's all I'm asking. Alright, well, she's taking a nap. Weird, we got another one! So like I said, there's ones that come in the playset, and there's ones that come in the figure packs. So I think I got one from each. Got the King of Hyrule. This guy unfortunately is missing his foot. It's not that he's supposed to be a pirate. His foot just fell off. He goes in the figure packs. I'll just put him up here, I guess. Got another Ganon. This, I think someone just accidentally gave me that. I don't really know what that is. Maybe some treasure? Sure, could be some treasure. Alright, these are kind of cheap and interesting. These are like, they go with the Mario set, but they go inside the coins. So that way you can like, and get a coin, or you can get a 1-up, or you can get the acorn. So they do go in there, but then you just kind of pull them out, so I don't know. Just kind of whatever. Alright, I was really confused by this when I first got this. So this is supposed to be the shield, but it's like way too big for any of these figures. And it's supposed to go to like the bigger World of Nintendo Link figure. These came in one of the figure pack. Grandma and Link's sister. Don't know her name. Her name is Link's sister. Another one of these guys. Now there's 2 Links. Alright, this dude, super small. I don't know his name. I forget. Leafy guy. Leafy guy from Wind Waker. Because all these if I haven't said it, I know I haven't said it. If you haven't figured it out, these all come from the Wind Waker series. Game. Wind Waker game. All right, we got a Yoshi. Awesome. And we got a little baby Bowser. I don't really know what's on his face. Like a bandana or something. Put Yoshi up here. You can fall. Don't fall. If you fall, then too bad. Baby Bowser goes up there. How about here? Will you stand here? Yoshi, what is even your deal? Why are you so imbalanced? You get to go on the feet. Feet first into the plant now. Alright, these are both Mario. I got both shooting Mario. I should have one of Mario and Luigi, but I have two Mario. And last and definitely least is one of the Moblins, or whatever they're called. One of these guys from Wind Waker. I think he came in one of the figure packs too. Alright, so I got a couple amiibo. I got this cool little controller that came with all these figures. And then I got I'm starting to get all the Microland ones. So I actually almost have all of them. So some of these that have, okay, so there was two that had extra pieces, right? I was like, well, they come in 3, why was there 2 extra ones? So the deluxe sets are the ones that come with 5 pieces instead of 3. So for the Zelda ones, they came out with 3 sets and then 3 packs. So here's the 3 sets, boom, boom, boom. The water one, the castle one, and then Link's little house. And then there was the 3 packs. So I think it was like maybe Link Moblin guy and this dude. I think that's how it was. And then the other one was Chillin' Link, his sister, and his grandma. That was the one. And then it must have been Ganon the King and Tetra was probably the last one. That sounds right. I think I did that right. So that's all the figure packs. World of Nintendo Microland for the Wind Waker HD, because that's the game that came out. It wasn't when the Wind Waker originally came out. It's when the HD version came out, whenever that was. So while off camera, I also looked up these 2 figures. So this guy's name is Makar, and her name is Arrow. So now we know that's their names. So yeah, I got these 3 sets for the Wind Waker, and then these 2 sets in the deluxe set for the Mario Microland ones. So I also have the deluxe set for the Zelda Microland. Deluxe sets. So here's deluxe set number 1. Very cool. I do like the boxes for these. These other ones came in bubble packs, and these ones also I think came in bubble packs. You know how I feel about bubble packs. Hate them. So these ones came in boxes. So that's cool because I could take them out or do whatever, and then I can put them back in, which I haven't because you can see them all still strapped in. But this one, very similar to this set, so I didn't feel like I wanted to open it because it just looks very good. So I was like, all right, just leave it. All right, so that's the first deluxe set. And then I got the second one, which is definitely the coolest one and the hardest one to find and the most expensive, but it was worth it because now I have the complete World of Nintendo Microland Wind Waker series set, whatever. I have all of them. This is the whole thing. So this one actually has the boat, and the boat's the greatest, right? Super cool. And it's got the same Link. And then it has a lot of ocean, which is kind of lame, but you gotta have a lot of ocean for your boat. And it looks pretty good. So there's a lot more of the Mario ones. But this is just kind of a good start for the green grass and then one of the desert ones. There's like water ones and other ones, but who cares? Who cares about those? What's really important is the Zelda ones. I bought this just so I can get the Zelda ones, and then the Mario ones are just the bonus. So yeah, so this is what I got, and this is really, oh, these are fun. I feel like it fits within the kind of Mighty Max micro playset kind of stuff, which I always get distracted by so many other toys when I go into like toy shops or like a convention or whatever. I'm like, look at like there's the tiny stuff, the Microland stuff is like it's just hard to find, especially complete and all together. Just like you said, keep it in the box and then it keeps everything together, but it's so much harder to find. So it's like, gosh dang. So if you find it, you just got to get it, right? Even if it takes you a couple weeks to get it from a different country. So we'll see what happens with the amiibo. Those are pretty expensive. But if I can find them and pick them up, I might find some other ones. But so far, this is what I got. This Microland Zelda 1 collection. This is complete. I got all of them. This guy might be missing his foot, but I still got him. So I still got all the pieces and all the sets and everything together, which is cool. The stuff that I'm looking at usually has like too much stuff, and it's like, shoot, I can't ever get like a complete set of that. But with this one, this is like my first complete set of something, which is really cool, but also kind of sad because I wish they made more, but now I can get all of them because they didn't make too many. So there we go. Let's see, what was I supposed to say? My ending, right? So there you have it. We just trying to keep the we're trying to keep the neighborhood friendly out here.
Mario Brothers. Whee!